Oops. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. I was gonna ask you if you could give me some soda. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I don't blame you. I know it's yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm bad about that too. Only because they're pissed off that that Walmart won't put like paper bags in there or something. Which I kind of get. We should all be using them now. But yeah, I don't know. What's that? Just shoot them. Yeah. Because they're assholes. There's a lot more theft, I think, in a lot of these places than maybe you think, though. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that either. But I was just saying, there is very high theft. Think about a grocery store like a Winco. Like, as much as you could watch aisles, as much as you could get on the camera, you could find people stealing. Like, all you have to do is sit down for a couple minutes and, oh, look, that person just put something in their bag. That person just put something in their pocket. I mean, like, it's all day, every day. In it to win it. A real short game. Is We played over at Angela's or something?
I think we played it there or with the game.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta get going. I gotta get on my stream, but I just...
Oh, I thought your stream would start for another hour.
No, 6. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your memory's getting as bad as mine. Alright, love you, honey.
Love you.
Alright, bye-bye.
Away, time now for flyweights. Refusing to let any opponent hear the final horn on the way to the Road to UFC flyweight tournament title, Kyung-Sung Park will look to keep that finishing streak going against Australia's Shannon Ross. Shannon Ross's gutsy effort on season 6 of Dana White's Contender Series proved that they don't come any tougher than the Turkish Delight. But tonight, the Aussie flyweight is only thinking about winning, and he'll pull out all the stops to get his hand raised against Kyung-Sung Park. Perfect in 8 pro fights, South Korea's Kyung-Sung Park tore through the Road to UFC tournament with 3 finishes of Jeremiah Sidigar, Top Kilram, and Sunguk Choi. And now he is a member of the UFC roster and ready to tackle the best 125-pounders in the world. Coming up next, Kyung-Sung Peace of Mind Park squares off against Shannon, the Turkish Delight Ross.
Shannon Ross got incredibly emotional yesterday when I asked him where his positive attitude comes from. He told me he's just incredibly grateful to be here. He's been through so much in his life and overcome it. And you know what? He said, we have a choice to be happy. And it's one that he consciously forces himself to make every single day. You know, he told me that he's hit a little bit of a rough patch and that he's allowed the hype and responsibility that comes with being in the UFC to mess with him. The idea that somehow now that he's here, he had to change. This fight, he's back to what got him here. His old mantra, screw it, it's just a fight, he said. You know, he's paid particular attention to visualization, especially in the early goings of this.
Buddy. What's up, everybody? Seattle Mike here. UFC invasion at the Apex, Kyung-Sung Park. One of 8 active Korean fighters in the UFC, undefeated, ran through the road to the UFC Asia. let's go to the chat. How's everybody doing this week? Hyungsung Park finishes in all 3 UFC road to the UFC fights. I didn't end up watching any of that because it was on at like weird times, and much as I love fighting, guys, I also love sleep. I should say I love sleep more. What's up, Drunken Charge? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Torrin Brown. What's going on, my man? Hey, back to you, PBR Street Gang. Damon Stout. Good to see you, my friend. Clavid, yes, let's go, man. Josh. Good to see you here, sir. Daniel Barry, yo. PR in the house. What's up, man? All right, cheers, everybody. Shannon Ross, 6 years older at 34. Hyungsung Park, 1 inch taller at 5'7". Reach is even 6 inches, but Park is a huge favorite in this one. Minus 600 to Shannon Ross is plus 440. He's your dog. What's up, Professor Chaos? Hashtag free Gary. Oh, my God. I have something to share with you guys later. It is one of the most amazing things, combining music and MMA in the history of life. All right, out of the blue corner, he is a plus 440 underdog. 13 wins against 8 losses. Shannon Ross. Shannon, my name is Shannon Ross. They brung me here to get another loss. And out of the red corner, he is a minus 600 favorite out of Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. Undefeated at 8-0, the winner of the UFC's Asia Road to UFC, Hyungsung Park. All right, 9 up in the chat early. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. Keith Peterson, the referee tonight. You know what we used to always say about him, but I heard he gave up drinking and smoking. So, the new and improved Keith Peterson. All right, and here we go. Park in the red, Ross in the green. Good low leg kick there from Park, but a good right hand up top there for Ross. Another right hand for Ross. Good combination there for Park. These guys are wasting no time. And look at Park throwing that jab out there early. He's got to watch out for Ross's overhand right, though. And and Ross says, I don't care. Park got him with a ball breaker there. Toes right under the sack. 4:20 left here in the first. But Shannon Ross says, let's do this thing. Good low leg kick there for Park. Oh, nice counter left hook backing up there for Park. And a good right hand there for Park. Oh, there's that power. Good right hand again for Park. Catches the leg from a sloppy flying knee attempt from Ross. Lands a knee to the body in the clinch there. Does Park. There's another knee to the body. Ross getting a couple shots in there. Fast and furious action here in the first minute and a half of this bout. These guys are wasting no time. Oh, and they clash shins there. That didn't feel good for anybody. Good defense there for Park, blocking on the other side, but he falls down, gets caught off balance, and gets caught with a flying knee to the body from Ross. I don't think that had a lot of leverage on it, but it did land. Good low leg kick there for Ross. Combination upstairs with the hands for Park. Oh, another good right hook there for Ross, and another. Park getting about 6 shots in the meantime, though. The difference so far in this is Park is throwing combinations. Ross, oh, what a left hand to the temple! Pinpoint accuracy from Park, and he floors Ross with that shot. That was right in the sweet spot. That was brain jello.
And Park on top, dropping bows and looking to get the back here. Oh, there's a big elbow and more elbows. Keith Peterson watching this one closely now. Young Sung Park. Some things I've heard about him, he loves his family, he loves his country, but more than anything, he loves to finish other men. Oh. Not in the way that you sickos are thinking, no. And look at the leverage he's getting on the shots from his back here on this ground and pound. Oh, two nice elbows. I guarantee you Hai Sung Park done good in geometry in high school and college because he is hitting Ross with shots from every possible angle here on the ground. And they are rolling. Ross is fighting off this rear naked choke. We'll see if this was the right thing for Park to... Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's got to be careful there because he just fish hooked Ross. You cannot fish hook. Oh, big shots to the temple again. And then right on the chin. I love Park. Look at this in the ground pound. 3 shots. He hits 2 of them to the temple. 1 right on the chin. This guy concentrates where he's going to throw his shots, and he is deadly accurate. He's not under the chin yet, and Ross pulls the arms up, but he's in a lot of pain right now. Oh, there's another elbow right around the ear. Guys, this might be a new kind of striker, or one that we have not seen in a long time. He does not waste shots. Everything is aimed at the chin, the temple, the ear. And he's got Ross's back up against the cage now. Well, his own back up against the cage, but he's got Ross's back, still working on this crossface. Looks like he's going to run out of time, but a dominant round here for Hai Sung Park. I got to give him a 10-8. Oh, and he almost got the submission right before the bell rang, but Ross slips out again. Josh, just hope you're talking about Froggy. If Colby loses to Leon, is his career over? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be a while before he gets another title shot, I think, if ever. But his career's not over at all. I mean, even Colby's one of those guys because of what he does outside of the cage, that when he's not saying, I'm the best, I'm going to be the champion and all this, he's going to be able to turn that rhetoric right around into attacking single opponents, which it is the best thing in my mind for a fighter to do. Oh, and look at the replay. Look at this elbow across the forehead. There's that pinpoint shot right around the ear on the temple that floored Shannon Ross and started that onslaught of violence by Hai Sung Park. All right, here we go. Can Park finish him in this one? If you took Park to win by knockout in the second, you got odds as high as plus 1,100. So, there's a good right hand from Ross. And another one. That one from Park, right on the chin again. There's the body kick from Park. And he went for the liver on that one. I mean, this guy, he is just a fucking surgeon. His shots, temple, jaw, liver. This guy is not throwing anything to score points. He doesn't want to see a judge in his life. And he didn't in the UFC Road to Asia. All 3 of his fights were finishes. What's going on, Torn? Only fight I care about on this card is Anthony Smith and Rountree. Oh, that'll be a good one. Good shot there from Park. Oh, another good right hand and a big knee to the body from Park. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Oh, big knee to the body again there from Park and another. We got a couple of big favorites, kind of showcase fights for some Asian fighters tonight, including the main event in Song Yadong. Oh, another big knee to the body for Park and two big right hooks. There's the knee to the body again, right hand from Ross and an inside leg kick from him. But his offense is getting less and less as this fight's going on. Good side kick to the knee there from Ross. Rountree doing it for us, all former 300-pounders. I like it. Park and Ross are huge flyweights. They look like bantamweights. Yeah, they do. Good right hand there from Ross. And a good 1-2 down the middle from Shannon Ross. And there's a big right hook on the temple. Shannon Ross looking to derail the hype train of Young Park. Good right hand and a left hook there from Park. Oh, and a left hand right on the chin from Park. Good right hook from Ross. We had talked earlier about the road to the UFC. I was saying I didn't watch them because they were crazy times. And another good one, too, there from Ross. Big uppercut from Park. Oh, that hurt Ross again. He might have a busted nose, too. Oh, and there's a left hand. Two left hands. And look, Park attacks that nose immediately. That's how you are a fighter. Dana White talked about, do you want to be a fucking fighter? Bruce Lee talked about this. You don't play pitter-pat. You don't play fighting. So Young Park is the spirit of fighting right now. Everything he throws is to end the fight. As soon as he sees that Ross has got an issue with his nose, he starts popping him in the nose with that jab. This sport is not for nice guys. You can be a nice guy when you leave the octagon. Oh, good left hand there for Park again. Upstairs and now one to the body. I'm waiting for that liver kick again. Good little leg kick there from Ross. Oh, and there's the front kick to the breadbasket from Park. Oh, there's the left hook to the liver. Oh, 1-2, and it was another left hook to the liver that floors Ross again, and Park bringing it on, and it is all over. Hyung Sung Park. And Shannon Ross is in a lot of pain right now.
Finishes in a row for Hyun Sung Park. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, his nose is messed up. It might have already been broken. And Hyun Sung Park continued to concentrate on that.
That got clanched right off the liver. He saw it. He knew that he was a bit hurt here.
There was the liver kick, and then he went with the left hook to the liver, 1-2, and it would look like it was a left uppercut actually to the liver that finally floors Ross. You want to talk about a killer instinct. Hyun Sung Park, I am so impressed with this guy. I don't know if he's going to be a world champion or not, but he does not waste shots. Oh, and PBR Street Gang with the first donation of the night on the Apple Cash. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, premium member, Patreon, and often donator, PBR Street Gang, and he gets us on the board early tonight. Thank you, my friend. All right, we'll get an official time here.
Daniel Cormier, excuse me, trades bar to Super Bowl champ Ryan Clark. You can find the show on YouTube, ESPN Plus, and at midnight Eastern on ESPN 2.
What an exciting way to start this show off, though.
minutes, 59 seconds, round number 2. Referee Keith Peterson stops his fight. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Young Song. Peace of Mind Park.
Young Sung Peace of Mind Park. 3:59 of round 2. And this is fitting, guys. I'll tell you what is fitting about this. Earlier during the year, Max Holloway retired Sang Chung Jung, the Korean Zombie. He had his last fight. Young Sung Park, I don't know why I kept saying Jung. Young Sung Park coming in here and taking over right where the Zombie left. That's 5 wins by knockout now for Park, 9-0.
컨디션이 너무 안 좋아서 많이 움직일 수가 없었어요.
Billy, what's up? The Time Bender in the house. Billy Hughes, is any wagers, suggestions, anyone? I didn't see anything on the odds that jumped out to me that I needed to, jump in there and bet. But I've kind of needed all of my money lately to get through some just nothing emergency, but just, those things come up that are really fucking expensive in life. How's everybody's Christmas shopping going? I hope everybody's going to have planning a great Christmas. Park was Gutierrez's Livers Valet Parking. That's Shannon Ross, Robert, but I like it, Robert. Humble pie. I think Ian Gary is going to get some humble this week. Oh, yes, he is. Absolutely. Mine's going good, says Torrin. I'm trying to enjoy the holidays more now. My 26th year in retail, and I really hope to God, guys, that this is my last. I'm trying not to complain about like the people and the customers and everything, but I hate going out in it because it's just like you have so many people that it's like they think they're the only ones shopping, they're the only ones driving, and I'll enjoy Christmas, but I'll be glad when the roads and the stores calm down a little bit. People saying Tony Ferguson will get knocked out by Patty is crazy. Yeah, that's a stupid thing to say. I agree, Torrin. I mean, it's possible. It's not impossible. I mean, Patty is a fighter in the UFC, but yeah, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I could see Tony knocking Patty out, though. Professor Chaos is nobody likes Karens. Oh, the hate on Ian Gary right now is sensational. I mean, it is insane. And I don't think I'm going to get copyrighted for this because this is just a YouTube video. How many of you guys seen the video that Wyatt Matheson posted to our Fights with Friends Facebook page? This is a whole song basically shitting on Ian Gary and everything he's done. And guys, I didn't understand at first until you guys explained to me why Ian Gary is getting so much hate. Now that I've seen, heard what he said about Neil Magny, the way he disrespected religions and families and everything else, it's like, okay, this guy's free game now. Because he acts like he's the big show, he's the big superstar, and just came in the UFC. And I mean, I know he's got a couple fights in the UFC now, but if he gets a win over Vicente Luque, then he can start talking a little bit, but nothing like what he said so far. Torrance says, and they say Ferguson, his chin's gone. Like he only got knocked out that one fight against Chandler. His 2 fights, he didn't get knocked out. So how exactly is his chin gone? That's just what people say about old fighters, man. Our fighters, fighters as they age. And Tony's been around a while. What is he now, Torn? Is he 38? How old is Tony Ferguson? 39. Gary poked fun at people with depression too. Oh, fuck that guy then. Fuck that guy. He's about to find out. I have never in MMA though seen a community unload on someone the way that they have on Ian Gary recently. It is something else. It's like something out of a movie, guys. And you remember at first last week, I was standing up for him. I was saying, man, this is, I don't like to see anybody get beat down like this. And especially like you come at his wife and things. And, but now I get it. Goggins bet on Patty. Oh my God. Oh my God, chaos. That is fucking amazing. That is amazing. Comment of the night so far, Goggins bet on Patty. Oh my God. So he's just gonna run Tony Ferguson into exhaustion and overtraining, and then bet his life savings on Paddy Pimblett. Could you imagine? Technically, I don't think that would be doing anything illegal. Might be against the UFC rules because fighters, trainers, things like that are not supposed to bet on fighters. So, I mean, if Goggins is working with Tony, is he officially a trainer? I don't know. Maybe a gray area, but Ultimate Motivation. So I'm looking forward to Rountree versus Smith more than the main event. I think we all are, Billy. Torrin was mentioning that, and I love Song Yadong. I think the dude is just, I think he's amazing. But I think Chris Gutierrez is going to be overmatched tonight, and I think Anthony Smith and Khalil Rountree. That fight is a little more of a question mark. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Khalil's going to come in there and he's just going to destroy Anthony. And that could have happened, but I'm not counting Anthony Smith out. We haven't seen Khalil. This has got to be one of Khalil's biggest fights in the UFC, if not his biggest. Can you guys think of somebody bigger he's fought? I mean, stature and ranking-wise. Lionheart Smith, he's right there. He's one win away from another title shot. Robert says, me too. Torrance Patty sucks. Not sure if you were so high on him. Going on the Ferguson fight, like, dude, Patty hasn't fought since December 2022. Looked like crap in that fight with Gordon. I agree. Anthony Smith and Rountree should have been the main event. Oh, absolutely. And this, I didn't hear them announcing anything or like really building this up. They should have if they were going to put this many Asian fighters on one card, though. You see, and I dubbed it the Asian invasion at the Apex. Song the Assassin Keenan taking on Kevin Air Josette next. And here comes Josette. If not main, at least 5 rounds. Yeah, the UFC is really not into those 5-round co-mains. I mean, especially on a fight night. But yeah, I can see it. And I think they wanted Song Yadong. I don't think this card is for us, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure it'll get all the regulars like us watching the UFC fight night. But this seems to be strategically targeted towards an Asian audience. If they weren't advertising on Asian airwaves and in those spots, I mean, I think they really missed the mark here because there's a lot of opportunity. MMA, as you know, is so huge in the Asian community, and they have some of their best representatives fighting tonight. Kevin Josette, 4-fight win streak, 4 wins by knockout, and look at that. He's got a judo black belt. So look for the throws tonight. I'm going to try to keep that judo terminology at the front of my brain. Hopefully I don't forget any of the names of the throws. Been a while. Patty's been out due to surgery, but has also grown a bunch. She got married, started training at multiple gyms, put brand new focus on cardio and recovery. I expect the best Patty performance. Supposed to be in China. Dana said something over on China, and it couldn't happen. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense, Robert. Song Keenan, one of 12 active Chinese. I'm surprised there's only 12 Chinese fighters in the UFC. The reason that surprises me is because of the Road to Asia series that they've been doing in China. Like traveling all the way to China, and they've only gotten 12 fighters. I guess that's a decent amount. You got about 700 fighters on the roster now. Seems like you should probably have 25 Chinese fighters, but I don't know. They're mostly lighter weight guys, though. Some of the Chinese government, Dana said, had to move the fights to Apex at the last minute. Weird. Torrance, I think Ferguson is going to have another first round like he did against Chandler in the Patty fight. If Tony can drop Patty the way he did Chandler, I don't see him recovering like Chandler. Agreed, Torrance. Bill said, do you think Patty will be sharper on the stand-up against Ferguson? All right, Song Keenan tied for the 7th fastest finish in UFC history, 15-second knockout. Song to win by knockout plus 350. Josette to win by knockout plus 225. Those are your props to watch. But you got me thinking. They're not going to have the prop up for it yet, I guess. Torn, you got me thinking that I wonder what the odds are going to be on Tony by knockout. And how do you see that fight going? Torren, because betting, I'm very interested in that fight anyways, but it's one of the most interesting betting fights to me out there right now. All right, Song Keenan, 3 years older at 33. Kevin Josette, 2 inches taller at 6'2". Josette will have a 3.5-inch reach advantage at 75 inches, and this fight much closer on odds. Josette actually coming in the favorite. All right, first out of the blue corner, he is a minus 150 favorite out of Auckland, New Zealand. 9 wins against just 2 losses. Kevin Josette. Patty will most likely grapple and focus on takedowns, ground and pound, and submissions. If Tony beats Patty, I'm literally going to cry of joy. All right, and out of the red corner, he is a plus 125 underdog out of Beijing, China. 20 wins against 7 losses. He is the owner of the 7th fastest knockout in UFC history. 15 seconds. Song Keenan. And the referee for this one will be Mark Smith. All right, 18 up in the chat on this Asian invasion at the Apex. Everybody hit the like and share button. Let's go. This should be a very competitive fight. If you look at look at that kick to the body early from Song. I like the little hook kick. I'm going to pick the underdog here, though. I think Keenan Song gets it done, guys. Good body kick there from Josette. Inside leg kick there from Kevin. .420 left in the first. Much different looking fight than that last one. Those guys came out like they were launched out of a cannon. Skill set a lot closer in this one, so you're seeing a lot more discipline. Good exchange of leg kicks there. A lot more experience between these two as well. Josette, even though he's only got 11 fights, he's got an extensive amateur career and a judo career. The judo black belt. I know you don't get a black belt in judo without being in many, many tournaments. Good side kick to the body there from Song. Good inside leg kick there from Josette, and a good body kick from Josette. That's one of the big things that separates judo from what I've seen from other sports. It's like, it's really hard, at least in the senseis I've known, it's really hard to move up in your belt ranks without competing. It takes a long, long time. Like, you're in a black belt without competing. I've never met one. I've never met a green belt that hasn't competed. I don't know if I've ever met an orange belt that hasn't competed. It's just one of those arts that, like, you do. You fight. You don't do katas. You don't play grab ass in the gym. You fight. And a lot of these guys fight every single week. Good inside and outside leg kicks there from Josette. Nice left hand from Song. Good left hook from Josette. Neither one of these guys looking to use their grappling or even a clinch here so far, though. Oh, there's a good one, too, from Song. If I'm Song, I'm trying to make this fight a little faster, a little more chaotic. He's really fighting at Josette's pace right now. Good outside leg kick there from Josette. And Song answers with the leg kick of his own. What's up, King James in the house? Tony's lost so much speed and aggression, but can never pick against him, especially against Patty, right? I also could see win or defeat. This be Tony's goodbye fight. I'm sure Dana would like that. First round, Ferguson's going to come out pressuring Patty, get in the cage, rough him up with dirty boxing, vicious elbow, knockout. I could be wrong, though. All right, so Torrin's calling first round knockout for Tony Ferguson. Good outside leg kick there from Song. And, man, this fight is just really a really slow pace here in the first round. I hope they pick it up in the second. That's a right uppercut there from Song. Side note, fun rumor is Dana will attempt to have all living former UFC champions, men and women, sit front row around the octagon at UFC 300 with Royce Gracie in the center of the champs. Oh, imagine being there if that is the case. That sounds awesome, man. That's a great idea if he does it. Good left hand there from Josette. Oh, and there's another big left from Josette. And you know those tickets are going to be so expensive. I know that's going to be a lot of front row tickets that they can't sell. But what an investment in the UFC. I don't care. If those tickets were $10,000, $30,000 a piece, it's still worth that as an investment. What are you going to put out? What are you going to lose? $1 million probably at the most on ticket sales by putting all those guys up in the front row? Put them up there. And a good right hook from Josette to end the round. I don't know who won that round, guys. There was not much that happened there. 10-10 maybe. That was a pretty boring round. Song guy dang near finished Ian Gary. Oh, Song's a badass, man. Are you talking about Song Keenan or Song Yadong? All my guys are old and retired. King James Tony is the only favorite I have left. What about Jim Miller or Guida King? Love them both. Yeah, they could both fight at UFC 300, and I think they should. I want that card to be so stacked, though, that Jim Miller and Clay Guida are on the early prelims. That's how stacked I want that card. If that happens, I will do every single fight. We'll do an old school 8-hour stream. Oh, nice body kick there from Josette. Left hand upstairs. Although I did 7 hours. Was that last week with the bare knuckle, right? Good left hand from Josette. And the outside leg kick. Inside leg kick there from Keenan Song. Oh, Josette lands that right hook again. Big right hand from Song. Elbow over the top there from Song in the left hand. And now they're heating up. That first round was really a filling out process. I guess I will give it to Josette. It seems like, he landed the more shots. It's just a really slow round for me. Love to see Ferguson on UFC 300. I mean, it could happen. If he got Patty out of there very quickly. Good inside leg kick there from Josette. Oh, left hook upstairs from Kevin Josette. And a big left hand. And Song's bleeding somewhere off his face, enough that he's got blood on the neck and forehead and body of Josette. I think that's all coming from Song. Oh, what a left hook and a right hand from Song when I say that, followed by a right uppercut. Ferguson get past Patty. Love to see him fight Hooker at UFC 300, then retire. Good body kick from Song. Josette answers with one of his own. I'd like to see him retire after knocking out Patty. I think that's the perfect opponent for him at this time of his career. A couple of good uppercuts there from Josette and a knee to the body. J Dig in the house. Ferguson versus Matt Brown. For retirement fight for both. I like that. I feel like UFC 300 won't be complete without putting a legendary fighter like Ferguson on there. Bare knuckle fights bring in a nice number of viewers. Become the go-to to watch when it comes to those cards. Well, thank you, Billy. Yeah, they have been pretty popular. Good right hand there from Song. Josette answers with the right hand. Nice right hook from Josette. Yeah, it helps when they have those, the well-known UFC fighters on the cards. Sorry, my camera was coming out of focus for a second there for some reason. Definitely want to see Tony retire if he beats Patty. What's up, Wyatt Matheson in the house? He can retire after UFC 300. I think you might be getting a little greedy there, Torin. What's up, Robert Easley? Going good, man. Hey, who is, oh, man, Keenan Song's face is an absolute disaster right now. Good right hook from Song and a left. Man, he's got cuts. He's got bruises. Eyes swollen up. Good left hand there from Josette. A nice straight right. Good right hook from Song. But Josette's just beating him to the punch right now. Josette hasn't even needed to use his judo so far tonight. There's another good left hand. Oh, right hand right on the ear from Josette. Song lands a violent right uppercut and followed by a left elbow, though. That was beautiful. There's another great elbow upstairs and a knee to the body lands for Song. Just need to see more of that. Good outside leg kick there from Song. Oh, what a right hand from Josette. That was a rocket. And Song just answers with another right hand. Both of these guys are bloody and bruised. And this second round has been everything the first round wasn't. Josette going for the first takedown attempt of the fight. Can't get it, but lands a nice elbow there on Song. 30 seconds left here in the second. Good left hand there from Song. Right hand, left uppercut combination from Song, and there's a nice left hook from Song. Upstairs, lands a left hook to the body. Can he steal this round? Oh, there's another great left hook from Song, and they exchange. Uppercut from Josette and a body kick. Wow, that's a close round. I think I got to lean towards Song for that one. I got it a round apiece going into the third. 19-19 through 2. Thank God they picked up after that first round. That was kind of brutal to watch. That was a better round though, much better. I'll be lost and depressed once Tony retires. King James. It's also been rumored that Holloway might be fighting Aljo Sterling. That's a weird fight to make because, I mean, I guess on the main card it would be exciting, and you don't need a belt to make some of these things, but man, two guys that, former dominant champions in their weight classes fighting, Max fighting down, or would Aljamain be fighting two? No, I don't. It would be one weight class up, I guess. Is Aljamain thinking about not taking the rematch against Sean O'Malley? I mean, he's got to be frustrated that Marlon Vera got the first shot. And Aljamain, and all right, deserved that rematch before you throw Vera in there. But I get the storyline. Good left hook there from Song here. Yeah, these guys both look like they've been in a horror movie. Right hand, left hook behind it for Josette, and there's a couple of good left hands. Snaps the head back of Song, and a good low leg kick. Right hand and a knee to the body from Josette. What's up with this McGregor-Yan face-off? Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, Connor, he's just like that drunk guy at the bar that's challenging everybody to a fight now, though. I mean, he's not going to fight any of them. What? He was a couple BKFCs back. He got in the ring and challenged Mike Perry to bare knuckle. Come on, man. Good right uppercut there from Josette. Right hand from Song. I mean, I feel like he thinks he's like he's Google or something. He's just like throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and hoping something's going to stick. You got to fight, dude. You keep calling people out. Nobody's going to care if you don't fight. Good body kick and a right hand from Josette. A right uppercut from Josette. Did you guys catch that little sneaky move by Josette? I don't know if I've seen anybody do that in the clinch, though. But what Josette did there is he took a hammer fist there. And he went right about where Song's liver is. And he just started pounding on the liver there. That's an interesting technique. Oh, good left hand there from Josette. Josette kind of seems to be taking over a little bit this round. Oh, nice upward elbow there from Song. Good right hand and uppercut there from Josette. And, oh, what an elbow from Josette in the clinch, right on the eye of Song. That's the last thing he needed in life. Yeah, Kenan Song, he's gonna be feeling this fight for a couple of weeks. I mean, his face is a disaster. Aljo's giant at 135. Should be able to handle 145. That's true. I mean, he'll be able to handle it. We'll have a 2-inch reach advantage over Max. T-Rex arms Holloway. Max will be way bigger than Aljo, though. Some pretty good fights, Robert. After that first round, yeah, it became a decent fight. Oh, nice elbow again there in the clinch from Song. Right hand from Josette. Oh, what a combo from Josette upstairs. Then the knee to the body. Song comes back with the right hand. All right, coming down to the 1 minute warning here. These guys are starting to throw some leather now. Oh, good left hook to the body for Josette. Right uppercut from Song. I thought they were washed, but they saved something. Good right hook from Josette. Song goes for the takedown. Oh, beautiful Tayatoshi from Josette. Keaton Song clinches Josette. He says, you all must have forgot I got a black belt in judo, son. Take this. And spins him through the air. I don't know what Keaton Song was thinking there. Oh, a couple of good knees to the body there from Song. And Josette working on that single leg down now. It's interesting with only 25 seconds left. Look at who's at ringside here. One of the judges, I believe, tonight. He's been in there as a ref. Looks like he's a judge tonight. The Crippler, Chris Lieben. Oh, big knee to the body from Josette. And left hand, two good left hooks from Song. Oh, another big... Song's definitely trying to take him out here in the last moment. Lands about 5 shots. Will it be enough? I got a 29-28 Josette, but
Let's go to the judges.
Song made a good impression before the bell. And this is one of those fights with close rounds. Like 29-20. It could go 29-28 either way. It could go 30-27 for Josette, though. And Callaway would murk Sterling's King James. Second round was much better. Hell yeah, it was. Aljo definitely sounds like he's ready to move up. Well, he's got his training partner there. He doesn't want 30-27 Dutch guys. Changing it to French guy. At Y, right? Chandler isn't getting any younger. He'll be 38 in April. Don't waste time with that. Chandler in his late 30s has limited time left. Wasting his good years waiting for Connor. Yeah, and there you go. 30-27 on all three.
Kevin and Jose.
All right, no disagreement there. I thought Song might have won one round, but you know, even that I knew was you know, good chance that it went to Josette. So no issues with that. Oh, how did I sleep on this fight? Yong Park taking on Andre Muniz at middleweight. That's the first fight of the main card. Then we got Tim Elliott taking on Mudaerji, Nasrat Haqparast, returning against Jamie Mullarkey. If you don't have your verdict picks in, guys, Verdict Fantasy MMA, get them in now. And I knew I was forgetting something all day. I always forget it. If I didn't stream, I would never win. I would never win because it reminds me. I don't know how I forget about it throughout the week. And I made my picks earlier last week and I didn't do very well. So, all right, the time bender Billy still in first place. Experiencer not too far back there at third, but I'm in there at first. Or excuse me, at second, right above him. All right, guys, making some quick picks here. It's be an interesting matchup here next. Young Park and Andre Muniz. I like Muniz by submission in this one. And I'm kind of surprised on verdict. He's like a 2-1 underdog if you look at the odds. Muniz is. I'll take that all day. See, and this is where in verdict and the points and everything that comes into it, you pick fighters that you normally wouldn't. Like I lean towards a Rountree for this one, but you get a lot of points for picking Anthony Smith by decision, so that's where I have to go with that. All right, not sure how I feel about those picks this week. This is kind of a hard week to pick. You look at the bantamweight rankings. Song Yadong and 7 right under Marlon Vera. Interesting thing. Marlon Vera, number 6. Who else was in ranked number 6 that just became champion? Sean Strickland. Chris Gutierrez there at number 15. Umar Nurmagomedov at 14. Ricky Simon and Jonathan Martinez tied at 12. Kind of surprised to see Ricky Simon still up so high. I don't remember the last time he fought. Rountree doing it for all us ex-big boys. Right? It's going to be the first win of Dutch guys alive. Good win, buddy. Only Chandler, Emma Tapper, stalkers ever believed that fight could happen. Damn, I didn't realize he was that big and competing. 320 pounds. No, I didn't realize he competed at 320 either. Damn. Or even a heavyweight. Is Colby career over if he loses to Leon? I can't believe how many people are asking that. In my opinion, absolutely not. I mean, if he wants it to be, I guess. He might have enough money. I heard he did pretty well in a lawsuit against a former fighter. He wasn't competing that big. He was hanging around an MMA gym, got inspired to lose weight. Nice. J Diggs, let's go Lionheart and compete in the sport. Now, he's a bit flabby like a lot of heavyweights, but he's shredded now. Well, he's been a light heavyweight for a bit. Song Yadong, song's long, but why isn't Song Yadong's dog long? Oh my God. Rountree was large on tough. Yeah, oh yeah, Colby won the lawsuit. They can't talk about it, I don't believe. I believe they have a hush order. But then I believe he won the lawsuit, and then Jorge bartered down and basically just got probation as far as like criminal charges. I think he's on probation. I imagine Jorge Masvidal's probably been on probation since he was 13 years old. I doubt he cares. Rountree started off at heavyweight in UFC, then dropped into weight. Yeah, I remember he was heavyweight, and then when he dropped to light heavyweight, I was like, oh, this guy's going to be something special. Because when he first came on my radar, I'm sure most of you guys probably remember this. You remember Gokhan Saki, the great kickboxer, came into the UFC, had a short run in the UFC because Khalil Rountree just marked him. And that's when I was like, oh, this guy can do that in this sport. He's going to be okay. He could go somewhere. Because Gokhan Saki, I know he didn't have the MMA experience, but it was basically a kickboxing match with 4-ounce gloves. And nobody did any grappling to my memory. It was a short fight, and Khalil just went in there and destroyed a legend. Not UFC, I meant other MMA organizations. Gotcha. Jorge flipped on some of his boys. Robert avoid singing Dong some Asia. Got a lesser charge, Robert. Okay, Rountree's heavyweight win. No more title shots for Colby if he loses. Well, maybe no title shots in the near future, but I think it's kind of ridiculous to act like his career's over if he loses a title shot to Leon Edwards. And I picked Colby in that fight too, but I'm surprised it's like practically unanimous in the MMA community. Has he bounced between middleweight and light heavyweight his whole career? Rountree? Was he a middleweight? Did I forget? I don't remember Rountree at middleweight. Could have been, though. King James, they both won. Colby made bank, and Jorge's charge was reduced to misdemeanor. Yeah, well, I would say Colby. Well, I mean, Colby won, but again, also he lost because he was pretty seriously injured from Jorge. I mean, cheap shot somebody like that. You're not expecting it coming. Cheap shot with bare knuckles. I mean, it's still such a shitty thing. Yeah, Rountree started at heavyweights, James. All right. Park, round 2, KO incoming. I'm going to go Muniz by submission. Colby to 155, maybe. I've wanted to see Colby at 155 for a while. I'm not sure how easily he would make it. Rountree said he lost 100 pounds in 11 months doing Muay Thai. Jesus. Colby versus Islam would be epic. The pace would be crazy, but I think Islam would take him out. Shock, the odds are near even for Leon versus Colby. Did you think Leon or Colby would be a big favorite? I thought Leon might come in a decent favorite just because he's the champ. Colby's been inactive for a minute. I got to check where we're going. I keep on having to check these odds, and I need to start making the bets on Tony Ferguson against Paddy Pimblett. Tony's a plus 285 right now. Pimblett's a minus 360. Oh, it's the exact same odds as Vicente Luque and Ian Gary. Luque's plus 185, Gary's minus 360. I do think Gary will win that fight. Luque's seemed to have been on a bit of a slide lately. Oh, I am making it to the casino, though, because Alonzo Menefeld is a plus 200 underdog to Justin Jacoby. I like Menefeld in that one. I just got to see what it is by knockout. Dude's been knocking everybody out. And everybody keeps underestimating. I don't know what Alonzo Menefeld did to piss somebody off, but it's like they're like, okay, you can stay in the UFC, but no matter how exciting you are and who you knock out, we're never going to talk about you, and we're never going to put you outside of like the first couple fights in the prelims. It's a strange thing. I hope he starts as Dustin. Nothing against Dustin Jacoby, but I think Alonzo Menefeld's a good talent. I think he's worked hard. I hope he starts as him and gets some praise. Colby is a small welterweight touring. Robert says, I lost 97 pounds in 10 months by cutting back my beer intake. Well, I didn't know you cut back your beer intake. I thought it was just the food. I thought Leon would be a bigger favorite than minus 125. More like 180 is what I thought. Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe even 200. Just imagine Colby versus Charles Oliveira. I do like that fight. I got Tony at plus 300. That was pre-Goggins. Goggins makes me less confident. Yeah, me too, man, because overtraining is a real thing. And if there's any fighter in the entire, maybe history of the roster of the UFC that I would say was susceptible to overtraining, it's Tony Ferguson. And you put Goggins in there with him, I mean, that could be a recipe for disaster. We're going to see. We're going to see. I hope that it turns out that it's the best thing Tony ever did. Comes in there, destroys Paddy, and makes a run at the title. I know that's not going to happen at 39, but wouldn't that be awesome? All right, props to watch. Park to win by KO, plus 215. Muniz to win by submission, plus 300. Fight will not go the distance, minus 225. So that means if you put up $100 for the fight, you'd have to put up $215, excuse me, to win 100 if you're betting that the fight doesn't go the distance. They do not expect to see the judges for this fight, is what I'm saying. All right, Andre Muniz, a year older at 33, 3 inches taller at 6'1". He'll have a 5-inch reach advantage at 78 inches. Yong Park, the minus 205 favorite. Andre Muniz, a plus 170 dog. Muniz coming into this fight 23-6. Park coming in at 17-5. Paddy's the most winnable fight today for Tony Ferguson. Paddy isn't on a Bobby Green level or Chandra level or Dariush level, even Gaethje. No, he's not even... he's barely on a UFC level, in my opinion. All right, out of the blue corner, plus 170 underdog out of Montes Claros, Brazil. 23 wins against 6 losses. Andre Muniz. And I will never forget what Andre Muniz did to Jacare Souza back in the day. All right, and out of the red corner, he opened as a minus 250 favorite, now a minus 205, out of Seoul, South Korea. 17 wins against 6 losses. They call him the Iron Turtle. Yong Park. That is definitely not Herb Dean. That is Chris Gutierrez. Did you guys catch that? They put Herb Dean's name up there across Chris. I was like, damn. Herb Dean's been getting that skin bleaching. And he's also aged about 15 years. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're close to the same age. Tony would have worked on speed and regaining his aggression and creativity. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, head kick from Muniz, excuse me, early. I don't know why so many people are counting Muniz out of this fight. I think Muniz should be the favorite, to be honest. I like Muniz in this fight. He's a favorite in my book. Oh, and there's a good body kick from Muniz. He landed that head kick right out of the gate, though. Both guys pretty relaxed, working up. That's the thing, though, with Muniz. It's like he can be relaxed, he can be slow-paced, and all of a sudden, he just throws something out that starts as somebody. Spinning kick to the body from Muniz. Oh, and now Muniz is going to try to take this to the ground. Going for the double leg. Good takedown defense so far from Park, but he's going to scoop him down. He's going to take him down. And, I mean, I could be wrong, but if I would have known Muniz was almost a 2-1 underdog in this, I definitely would have put money on him. I should have looked at the bets, Billy. You're asking for good bets. I think Muniz at 2-1 is by far the best bet I've seen on this card. And Park able to get back to his feet for a moment. Muniz just drags him right back down. Muniz, he just has such an advantage on the ground. And, you know, Muniz, he's competent enough with the striking that... I don't think this is the best fight for Park. Oh, and Park grabbing a handful of fence. Still can't stop that takedown. He keeps popping back up, though. Muniz keeps dragging him back down. What's up, Phil? Is Park the shit or something? I don't know, but Muniz is solid. He's got power. I think he's overrated, though. I think he's highly overrated. I am a little surprised at how easily he's been able to get back up after these takedowns from Muniz. Oh, man. Oh, you got to take a point away for that. Chris Gutierrez, you should be embarrassed. Park leaned over and he grabbed the entire fence and pulled it into him. That's the third time he's grabbed the fence. And Chris Gutierrez just literally gave him a slap on the wrist. The left hand there from Muniz, that's 5 takedowns now from Muniz. He's looking to get the back now. Yeah, I'm kicking myself that I didn't look at the odds on this one, Wyatt, because in my mind, they really missed the mark, making Muniz almost a 2-1 favorite. That's ridiculous. And he's got hooks in. Muniz has got hooks in. Park's in a lot of trouble. And Muniz has got time to work. I mean, he's a submission specialist. Park doing everything he can to fight this. Oh, rolls him over and gets the back. I mean, in today's game, everyone works grappling, obviously. Everyone, works a pretty significant amount of everything. So you're not going to get those guys that just have no idea what's going on when they're on the ground. But Muniz is just an animal on the ground. Going for the high rubber guard. Oh, and Park reverses. Big chance there for Muniz, and Park ends up on top here. Lands a right hand from the top. Muniz doing a pretty good job of stopping most of this ground and pound from Park, but Oh, a couple of these shots getting in. Oh, there's a nice elbow from Park. 20 seconds left in the first. Another big elbow, and Park's got full mount. Now Muniz does need to watch out. Oh, nice little uppercut from underneath there from Park and an elbow. And Park's going to end this round in mount, raining down shots on Muniz. But Muniz had dominated, 3.5, 4 minutes of the round. I think you got to give that round to Muniz. And Turtle is fun. He is a tank, Strawbird. Can we have Hatley, referee, and Gano versus McGregor? I'm down for that. Who else here thinks Rountree is going to F Smith up? I mean, it could happen. It seems like that's the general consensus. I don't count. I can't count Smith out because of his grappling. His grappling is so solid, and I might surprise some of you. That's a pretty even fight. I might even actually lean towards Anthony in that one. It just depends on if he's able to get Rountree to the ground, and it seems like he should be able to. I think it's Smith by sub, Phil, says J-Dig. All right, and J-Dig's been killing it, gets the biggest payoffs on Verdict MMA. So, good body kick there from Muniz to start the second. Right hand down the pipe from Park, and there's another one. Left hand on the chin from Muniz. Right hand left behind it. Inside leg kick from Park. Oh, beautiful left hook from Muniz. Right hand, left hook behind it. Left hand right on the chin from Muniz. Left hook to the body for Park, though, in the right hand of the chin. And Muniz going to shoot for the takedown again. 4:20 left in the second. Look at the spin and reverse by Park, but Muniz rolls with him. Ends up back on top. I don't think he will get cocky and underestimate the grappling ability of Park again like he did last round. That was, I mean, he really got overconfident, I think, and Park could have finished him. Rolled him and ended up in mount there. Oh, Muniz looking for position, looking to get the back, and Park almost got up because he was, but now Muniz has got hooks, and we'll see if he can flatten Park out. He's got a lot of time to work this time, 3.5 minutes. Park is a squirrely one, though. I'm still upset that Tignoni didn't take a point away the last round, though. I mean, 3 obvious fence grabs, and then that last one. I mean, Tignoni literally had to slap Park's hand to get his fingers out of the fence. I mean, he had the entire fence grab, and he was pulling the fence into him. How that's not a point away, that's kind of disgusting, to be honest. Oh, big right hook, and then the right uppercut from underneath from Muniz. Oh, he almost got under the chin there for a moment. Muniz looking for the backpack. Park kind of collapses here. Park's trying to reverse this, though. Oh, Muniz loses his footing there. Park gets back up to his feet almost temporarily. Good little handstand there from Park. Staying up literally on one hand. He's looking at that fence. You can tell he was thinking about grabbing it. All right, Muniz belly to back here and drags Park to the ground one more time. 2 minutes left here in the second. I had second round submission from Muniz on verdict. Generally, that doesn't always mean a lot, but that's kind of an official prediction. Tried to follow Izzy, but the feminine attributes just piled on. I'm struggling to get behind this modern generation of cartoon kids. Yeah, I hear you, King James. Izzy's, I think, was a little more trolling than anything. I mean, I think he's respectful towards every community, which I am. I mean, this is, you know, I get where you're coming from, and I think we share a lot of values, King James, but also it's like, man, this is a free country. I like to leave people alone to do what, what they're going to do. Who they want to be. No one should be meant to feel like they are, lesser than. He reached for the fence again. Tignoni, I know you're a good ref, but what the fuck, man? Good left hand there from Muniz. And Muniz dragging him down again. It's going to be interesting to see how this is scored, though, because Muniz, it keeps dragging him down. Muniz has got to win this round. I mean, he won every part of the round, I would think. But they could have gave the first one to Park. I didn't. All right. Through 2, I got a 2018 Muniz. Could easily be 1919, though. Park ended the first round well. Good ground and pound, and it's never a bad thing to end a round on top of a fighter raining down shots. There are a few of these newer fighters, Hunt, and the type of things my generation admired and respected. Modern generation so demanding and entitled. It's King James. And yeah, I get what you're saying on some, to a point. Being a Gen X guy, though, 45, I look at a lot of the things we did. I'm sure our parents, and I can imagine the conversations they were having about us, because we were so much different than the generation before us. I grew up in the 90s with, Nirvana, and, video games really started to become mainstream, which was just thought to be a complete and utter waste of time from adults then. You play a video game, you might as well be a homeless crack addict on the side of the street. You're just worthless back then. Good right hand there from Muniz upstairs. Left hook to the body from Park. Oh, and a couple of good right hands from the tank. Muniz says, I think I've had enough. Let's take this back down to the ground. Park doing a good job of defending this so far. He's right next to that fence, though. Is he going to grab it? You might as well, dude. Chris Tignoni is apparently not going to do anything tonight. So you might as well just grab the fence. There you go. There you go. It's like the 5th fence grab. Tignoni caught it. He didn't even slap his hand this time. Just a little finger wave. So fence grab count for Park is 5, including the pull. And Muniz drags him down again. If I'm Park at this point, he might as well just grab the fence every time, because Chris Tignoni does not give a shit. That's 11 of 13 takedowns for Muniz. He's just beating Park up here. This has got to be such a frustrating fight for Park, though. To get up 13 times and be taken back down. All right, Muniz has got hooks in once again here. I think he's got a little better position here. So if you bet fight will go the distance, you got a plus 165. No was minus 225. Those kind of odds, though, between the favorite and the underdog. They're getting wider and wider. Minus 225 plus 165. That's a 60-point advantage for the casinos. It's making betting not near as attractive. Because in the long run, like, you have to be very accurate to make a profit. When you're doing 165s to 225s. Oh, and Park reverses and ends up on top. 220 left here in the third. This Muniz kid is boring, says Tor. I don't remember him being that boring in the past. And they roll. Muniz ends up on top again here. And Park back to his feet. There's a 1-2 from Park. Left hand on the chin from Muniz. Good right hook from Park. Muniz says, fuck that. Takes the ground again. Good defense. Good takedown defense here from Park. And Park ends up on top again. This is huge. This is huge in this round. Because Park has won the stand-up. And now he ends up on top. Remember, he ended the first round on top. Despite, I thought, losing most of the round. He had a great flurry at the end of the round. Somehow, with 13 takedowns, Muniz could still end up losing this fight. Park on top pushes Muniz up against the fence so he can grab onto it better if he needs to. See if he'll reach over and grab the fence, get a little better leverage on these strikes. A combination of hammer fists here from Park. Oh, left and right behind it for Park. And great ground and pound up against the fence here for Park. And 2 good elbows. 3 elbows here for Park. This is a problem for Muniz. The last, minute and a half of this round, this is a problem. And, not only are you getting busted up, but it's at the end of the round. Who is the worst MMA referee of all time? I say Steve Mazzagatti. Yeah, Mazzagatti's up there, man. I would say it's got to be Mazzagatti or Yamasaki. And a big combination to the bell for Park. And yeah, Park could have won this 2 rounds to 1. This is going to be interesting. Because Muniz could have just lost a fight where he got 13 takedowns. Oh, rest that have refed in the UFC, it's not close. Steve ref for entertainment, not safety. Oh, that's great. A lot of modern anime is more adult content. Would have been forbidden on cable TV when I was younger. Oh, it is King James. Yeah, and I mean, especially guys like us that are older. I know people are watching anime when I was growing up. I knew nothing about anime when I was in high school. I probably knew it was existed. I don't remember it entering my young mind. But nowadays, kids, especially kids in their 20s and 30s, are really into anime. And I know, like I said, people my age and older really, we equate anything animated basically with kid stuff, with cartoons. Because we grew up watching, Saturday morning cartoons. We didn't really watch much animated stuff as adults. Really, I didn't growing up. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I was not watching cartoons.
After 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are the totals.
All right, here we go.
Judge Flores scores at 29-28. Muniz. Judge Weeks 29-28 for Park. And
Split
Judge
decision.
Montalvo has it 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Andre Sergipano.
All right, so Andre Muniz wins a split
I'm here
decision.
with the winner, Andre Muniz. Andre, first of all, congratulations.
That was not an easy fight to score. I don't disagree with that.
Fight, getting yourself back into the win column here in the octagon. What are his emotions like? How is he feeling?
Park and Singh and Dong were same weight. Muniz is very good at throwing at the end of the round, like he's trying to lose, or throwing the end of the round. He's going to get his ass kicked. Torrance says Herb Dean is a horrible ref. Not Torrance, just high all the time. Yeah, I've heard he smokes a lot of the herb, actually. As a kid, Dragon Ball. What's up, Damon Stout? When I was a kid, Dragon Ball was on Toonami, and when Goku is first seen, he is a naked 12-year-old with his little pee-pee out. We didn't censor much. I'm 33 now. Oh, really? Yeah, I never watched Dragon Ball. Wyatt says, someone in his mid-20s, anime doesn't appeal to me at all. Family Guy or South Park on occasion, that's about it. Damon says, Wyatt, South Park is king of the cartoons. I agree, Damon. South Park is definitely my favorite animated show ever. And it is not close. I used to really like Archer, too, actually. But it's kind of fallen off in the last couple seasons. The writing's gotten really lazy. King James, my parents sort of beat my ass for watching my grandson, what my grandson watches anytime he's allowed on the internet. Oh, mine too, man. I got some of those ass beatings because I used to, rent, like, rated R movies, and my parents were pretty conservative. Even when I was like 14 or 15, I remember I got caught with like a rated R movie, and my dad was ready to sue the freaking video store. I mean, he was seriously talking about it, like they had wronged him for renting me a rated R video, but that was the thinking back then. Well, I haven't seen much of it, but they're willingness to push the envelope makes it gold. Go to seasons 13 through 15, Wyatt. I think that's their real prime. I can't remember which one of those is the best. There's one that I think is the absolute best season. I think it's 14 or 15. Could be 13, though. What's up, Greg Brimstone in the house? Says hers made some mistakes, but he's human. Mazagata and Yamasaki, no excuse for his how bad those guys were. Agreed. Find myself watching King of the Hill every time I sit down to eat dinner. Robert says, best adult cartoons ever, Fritz the Cat, Heavy Metal. Back in the day, South Park killed it because they were so relevant with the weekly episodes. Remember when Steve Irwin died? South Park made a joke that week. I remember that. Lonnie might be too young to know those, says Robert. Oh, I know the, Heavy Metal, the movie. I've heard of Fritz the Cat. Well, I'm a year older than you, Robert, but I don't remember ever seeing Fritz the Cat. Dan says, Robert, Fritz the Cat was a wild one. Definitely before my time. That shit my dad showed me. I'll have to look that up now. Heard Gilbert Burns fighting JDM. Yes, I did hear that. And take my fucking money. I mean, am I wrong that if Jack Maddalena is any worse than a 2-1 underdog, bet the house on Gilbert. Bet the house. I think Gilbert just absolutely smashes him. All right, there is your UFC 296 card. Vicente Luque, Ian Gary, Tony Ferguson, Paddy Pimblett, Shavkat Rachmanov, Stephen Thompson, Alexander Pantoja versus Brandon Royval, and of course, Colby Covington, Leon Edwards There is Tim Elliott warming up in the back. Gotta love you some Tim Elliott. Dude is always entertaining to watch. And it is, yes, it is next week, December 16th. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed this. UFC is taking almost an entire month off from December 16th to January 13th when we get Ankalaev versus Walker 2 at the Apex. An entire month. When's the last time the UFC took an entire month out that wasn't, during the pandemic? That's insane. All right, well, you guys know I'll be looking to get some new viewers and things, and I'm really hoping that some of these organizations take advantage of that. PFL, I'm talking to you. 1FC, I'm talking to you. Combate Global, I'm talking to you. They are on Paramount Plus, by the way, now. Biggest Latin American MMA organization out there now, I believe. When Burns is healthy, dudes went into that fight with Bilal super injured. That is true. I hope so, man. King of the Hill was great. Still carry pocket sand to this day. Is that something from King of the Hill, I'm guessing? Robert, don't trust my wife. Oh, my God. Thai winner. What's up? Shout out to Thailand. Josh Emmons looking for a new opponent. His opponent pulled out. Oh, no. Seriously? Isn't fighting Bryce? Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting Bryce Mitchell. What? No UFC for a month? No. Hey, we will definitely make sure that we get some content out for you guys. I'm not planning on skipping any weeks between now and then. And we might even end up with a Christmas show. Fair is fair. I've been working 7 days a week since I lost my only one employee. But sale is still on for my business. It's just these things take a while. So the family, the wife and kids are going to California because she hasn't had any holidays with her family. They haven't had any holidays with her family for a while. So I'll be here by myself for probably a week. Not a whole lot else to do but work. Stores aren't open on Christmas. So most likely expect a Christmas stream. I will update you on that. But 10-year-old is more mature than the average 21-year-old of today, and he always chose being a kid over cartoons or video game addiction. Yeah, that's awesome. When I was basically under 20, I could rarely give a shit about TV. We would rent movies sometimes, but I wouldn't sit and watch movies in my room. I've never really been somebody that watches TV by myself much, though, which is probably why this, I like this reaction thing so much. If I'm watching TV, I might turn the TV, like if I'm cleaning the kitchen, if I'm doing some dishes or something, I might turn the TV on in the background. But if I do, it's 90% of the time it's going to be music videos, or I just turn on music instead of the TV. It's just, for me, like TV and movies, that's like not an all the time thing, but it's weird for me to sit and watch TV alone. I know that makes me weird, but that's just how I feel. It's great. King James, you are lucky. I got Josh at plus 120. Why is the dog? I have no idea. Yeah, there's some weird ones on this one. Although, I mean, I was surprised that, you know, that Andre Muniz was such an underdog, and then he almost lost that fight. I think Park picked himself up a fencing sponsorship, though. Like fencing for your yard. I mean, he was all over that fence. Does anyone know who the hell this Mudaerji is? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to listen to them pronounce his name because I have no idea. I don't know who this guy is at all. Oh, I love it. I love the great commercial and promo here. I hate how the UFC doesn't do as many commercials and promos and stuff like they used to. But no, that's a good one. Pantoja versus Royval. 2. Edwards versus Covington. So Patty and Ferguson, the main card opener. Yes. Phil, my daughters are all caught right up in this TikTok world of horseshit. Oh, TikTok's it. So I will admit, I did download TikTok one time, and I watched it for, I think it was about an hour. Because I like animal videos. I gotta admit, I fucking love animals. Like, me and my wife will sit and watch. Like, we watched for probably maybe an hour. I can't remember the name of the channel now because I haven't watched it in a while. But it's just these bears in nature, and they're fishing, and all these people watch. It's just like a ton of bears, and you can sit there and watch them live, grabbing the fish out of the water. And I just think that's so cool. So I downloaded TikTok. Like I said, the first time I watched animal videos for about an hour. And I thought, well, that was fun, but that's a big waste of time. And I could see how it could get to be more of a waste of time. So I deleted it, never looked at it again. So, Mike, that means we need to have a multi-stream on Discord or something. What do you mean multi-stream? All right, Tim Elliott, 9 years older at 36. Mudaerji, an inch taller at 5'8", but Mudaerji has a 6-inch reach advantage, 72 inches. Wow.
To the UFC bantamweight division.
All right, I gotta listen to see how you pronounce this guy's name.
Blue corner. He's a striker standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. Weighing in at the bantamweight limit, 136 pounds in 21 fights. His record stands at 16 victories with 5 defeats. Fighting out of Sichuan, China, here's the Tibetan Eagle, Mudaerji.
I'm not sure his pronunciation was any better than mine. He said Mudaerji. I said Jai. I'm going to go with Mudaerji, honestly. All right, Open is a 300 favorite. Wow, minus 160 favorite at Kansas City, Missouri. 20 wins against 13 losses. Tim Elliott. Herb Dean is the referee for this one. Not just his name across Chris Tognoni's face. Thought Herb Dean was doing a little white face earlier. Alright, there we go. Jake Paul fights in the 15th. Wilder card is right after Christmas. Wait. I don't think Wilder has an official fight. What is Tim Elliott doing? Gets hit with a big left hook. I mean, why are you dancing around on one foot like a jackass, man? He's getting pop shotted here. Tim's trying to do some drunken boxing stuff here in the Mudaerji guy's like, dude, I will hit you all day. Good left hook there from Elliott. Inside leg kick for Mudaerji. And there's a good right hand for Mudaerji. Oh, good left hook for Elliott. Elliott's got to start taking this seriously, though. Good leg kick there from Sumu. And the right hand upstairs. We'll just call him Sumu. Right hook there from Sumu. Oh, head kick from Mudaerji. And Elliott catches it before it hits the ground, though. Not able to get the takedown, but that's a good left hook on the chin from Elliott. Mudaerji shakes his head like, nah, it didn't bother me. Which means it probably did. 1-2 there from Sumu. I'm not sure Tim Elliott's, little weird gestures and stuff are doing him any good in this fight. They exchange left hooks, and Elliott, a sloppy takedown attempt here, but he does end up getting Mudaerji's leg way up in the air. Oh, man. Oh, big elbow. That was very effective, actually, from Elliott, though. By the time he got his leg up there, he landed a big elbow and then drags him to the ground. Tim Elliott on top. And let's listen to Tim Elliott's corner here.
Let's get to half if you can on that far side. Elbow.
Oh, I like the slaps there from Tim.
Drive. Let's go. Work. Good stuff.
All right, you hear his corner there. Elbow. Good stuff. Oh, big elbow there from Tim. Timmy! And short elbows there from Tim Elliott again. You see blood coming off of Mudaerji's face now. Let's go Dirty Birds, Robert, right? No, keep it on YouTube. Everyone can still have it on doing its own thing, but talk in Discord. So why is talking in Discord better than in the chat? Is it just uncensored? 23 round is loaded. Oh, big elbows. There from Mudaerji. Fight card has me pissed. The fact Joshua and Wilder on the same card, not fight each other, bruh. Can't wait for that card. But Wilder versus Joseph Parker and Joshua versus Otto Wallen. Oh, Wilder is fighting Joseph Parker. That's a dangerous fight. Oh, Tim Elliott. Look at this. The Dirty Bird. He's got the head and arm choke. Sumu's about to go out. He tapped once. He's over. Bye-bye, Mudaerji. Got taken to the ground and choked out by Tim Elliott. Now he's gonna get on a plane and fly back to China with defeat. Mic chat, not text. I got you, Robert. Yeah, I'm behind on some of this shit. Phil says, Timmy, hell yeah, Timmy. Doing it for us old guys. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Somebody said Dirty Bird, and I got confused. Oh, I ended up picking Tim by knockout, though, just because submission didn't really get you anything. All right, let's go to verdict, though. We are early in this one. Our live leaderboard, though, Kyler leading. Kyler's going to be hard to take out. He's got 3,168 points already. Kyler, are you in here? Kyler in first place. Ziggy 814 in second, right behind him, 1735. Jim at 1693. This is looking like a competitive week. Then we kind of drop off. I'm in fourth with 941. J Dig in fifth with 434. Time Bender, Billy Hughes with 290. And no one else has scored so far.
Round number one, your winner from Kansas City, Tim Elliott.
I'm here with the winner.
All right, Tim Elliott gets it done.
Tim, congratulations. Back in the win column. I know there was a lot of frustration after that last fight.
All right, leaving things running. I'm off to bed, though. Early morning in the AM. All right, have a good one, Robert. Thanks for tuning in, man.
There's things I want to do that I've never got to do in my career, and I'm running out of time, and I want to show that now. So the goal now is just get right back in here. I'm good for next week, and if they need me, I'm healthy. I'm on weight. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and you know.
Wow, Tim says I'm good for next week.
Tim Elliott, right? You cartwheeled in, you threw a kick, you're unorthodox style. Let's take a look at the replay. You hurt him with this beautiful elbow after the single leg.
You talk about a generation of losing a generation of fighters, King James. Are we about to lose the generation of fighters that say that win and say, "Hey, I'll fight again next week"?
You threw a kick. You're very unorthodox. You know,
made me think of what you had just said.
You hurt him with this beautiful elbow after the.
Did anybody else just lose their video on ESPN Plus? I have to turn my TV back on, but audio was still playing, but I lost my video. That was weird. Anyways, we'll turn it back on here. Too close. Best fights to leave now is King James. Kim Jong Park tonight. Kim Jong Park Cinema Club. All right, sir. Don't know what that's all about, but to each their own. Been known to drift asleep towards the end of a card. Old dude. If I wasn't sitting here, like in front of the screen, interacting with you guys and stuff, that might be one of the main reasons I don't watch TV by myself, King James. Because when I sit down, if I'm not like moving around and talking stuff, like I'll fall asleep. I used to fall asleep in movie theaters and drive my wife nuts. And I mean, now who goes to the movie theater? No, I'm looking forward to getting back into some boxing, though. A month away from UFC. Shoot, we'll even do like some ESPN Fight Night cards and things. Sometimes those nights used to be funner than the pay-per-views, or as fun, because you see different kinds of fights.
Chris Weidman's incredible effort to return to the octagon after an injury that none of us will ever forget. Now the full story is being told. Chris Weidman, the return premieres December 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
I do the same thing sometimes, King. I lay in bed trying to watch fights. I pass right out. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to go to sleep. I used to turn the TV on sometimes to fall asleep. I was laying in bed, Robert. All right, Nasrat, Haqparast warming up in the back. It's all killers from here on out, guys. This is a fun card. I like that they get these like kind of stacked fight nights at the end of the year. Taking on World Pancration gold medalist Jamie Mullarkey. Boxing card 23rd is loaded. Big names all over the card. Oh, I thought you said it was right after Christmas. Is it right? Is it Christmas weekend like the card before? Oh, that's exciting, man. I like that. Because, yeah, Christmas is the 25th. Didn't know Mullarkey's a pancreatic gold medalist. That is awesome, Robert. I don't think in pancreation they call them pancreatic. That's a type of cancer, but that is awesome, man. I think Song Yadong is special. Future title challenger, if not champ, in my opinion. 100% agree, Wyatt. And he's still very young. No, that kid's a stud. Jordan Young, Buck, winner. I don't know what the heck this dude's talking about. All right. Marcus chin is questionable. Can Nasrat land a KO? Possibly. Do you guys know what's going on here with the NBA? I haven't really been paying much attention to them, but now I'm seeing this thing. They're doing in-season tournaments. That's the kind of cool thing that could draw me back in a little bit. King James suck when you wait weeks for a fight, fall out halfway through Maine, only to wake up right after the card. Oh, that does suck. Really wide, I think Song is overrated, in my opinion. They gave him an easy fight tonight to bump up the Chinese fan base. No, I don't believe that at all. I completely disagree with you on that one, Robert. We're in agreement a lot, but yeah, no, total disagreement on that one. Should he walk through Gutierrez? Absolutely, but no, I think he's a special talent. All right, guess I might as well take a quick restroom break while you guys are waiting. I'm going to send some of you to an ad. Be right back. Sassy. And Song Yadong has entered the building. Song by knockout plus 120. Song's been aggressive and putting on great fights lately, as King James. NBA is trying to copy what European soccer does with in-season tournaments. I like it, man. That makes things a lot more interesting. NBA needs to make it a fucking sport again. I went to game 1 in Toronto, and it's basically a party. They don't call anything, especially on star players. Shit's so bad, I only watch March Madness. Yeah, I haven't watched the NBA since, like a full game, since my Sonics left. I know I've mentioned that a lot, but that's been 15 years now. But yeah, I'm always into March Madness. March Madness is freaking awesome. March Madness, best tournament in all of sports, says Billy. Hell yeah, it is. When does college basketball start anyways? Do you know, Billy? Says, I hate Faber. Never been a fan of his. Did I miss? Oh, super athletic and younger than me. I think you maybe need a change in gyms in the future. For now, he seems to be doing well at Faber. Yeah. I know a lot of people have issues with Faber, and I've never understood why. Seems like a cool, upbeat guy to me, but a lot of people do have issues with Uriah Faber. So now is the time to talk about your issues with Uriah Faber, since they're going to have such a long commercial break here. I have an early morning tomorrow too, but I took a little nap before this, so I'll try to get another 4 hours of sleep before going into work, and then probably drag ass half of tomorrow. March Madness and Mike become close friends. What a podcast that was. I became close friends. Yes, it was, man. Yeah, I love March Madness. College basketball started November 1st. Sweet. I don't have regular ESPN anymore, but I guess I need to get on my box and figure out what's on when. It's just so easy to watch stuff on, on ESPN. I need to get a second box one of these days and put one downstairs, because I just have the one up here for UFC, but money's been tight lately. I had a vehicle go out on me, my regular vehicle go out on me, my work truck has been in and out of the shop as well, and then I have a dog with cancer that we spent about $6,000 on, and they still weren't able to get it all. So we spent a lot of money this year that I wasn't planning on. Basketball is my favorite sport most of my life, but the NBA is unwatchable. I just watched a doc on Netflix of a ref talking about how they were told not to call fouls on certain players by the league. I seen an interview on that. A former referee that got in trouble of kind of like, they never proved that he was illegally gambling, but he was definitely into some shady shit. And he was talking about what they would do, like coming into a game in the playoffs. Like, say the Sonics and Bulls are going against each other, and the Bulls are up 3-2. They're going to bring in all the referees, and they curate a video for them, and they will show them all the fouls that they missed on just the Bulls, because that's what they wanted them to concentrate on, because if they can get it to a game 7, they get more money. So yeah, that was super corrupt. Combat sports, the only sport I follow anymore, is King James. And I like NFL, but like that last game, the Seahawks and Dallas, like, there was so many fouls called on both sides. I mean, it was a fun game, but the fouls really, it would have been much better without all of the calls and the ticky-tack crap. Jamie Mullarkey, 1 year older at 29 years old, 2 inches taller at 6 feet. He has a 2-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. Needs to be bought out and completely NBA needs to be bought out and completely rebuilt, in my opinion. Oh, absolutely, Wyatt. I mean, those teams are so expensive, but I don't know how that would work. Because I think all the teams would still own everything. I don't know how you would go about, like, taking out, like, the commission. Because you got the union, you got their president and everybody. I would think they would want to keep the players' union, of course. All right, out of the red corner, he is a minus 185 favorite out of Rabat, Morocco. 6-1 is UFC favorite. 15-5 overall. Nasrat, Haqparast. Referee for this one is Keith Peterson. All right, there we go. Oh, they proved he was illegally gambling on the games he was reffing, but on top of that, all the refs were told who to let calls go on. Well, I know Jack, I think it was Jack Sikma, got caught fixing games, but this was another guy. I want to say Delaney or Delvaney. I don't remember for sure. Oh, big right uppercut there from Mullarkey. And right hand right on the chin from Mullarkey. Mullarkey fast fists early. Good body kick there from Jamie. On top of that, all the refs were told who to let calls go on. Yeah, that's not surprising. Also, do they just not call travel in the NBA generation or what? Josh Smith took 25 steps and it wasn't called. Shit's hilarious. I think that might have been the one that I seen. Wyatt, somebody had posted the clip to Twitter. Good left hand there from Haqparast. Mullarkey comes back with a counter right. Yeah, this guy literally went from one side of the court to the other. He took 2 fucking dribbles. The entire time I was like, dude, oh, and Haqparast floors Mullarkey and 5, 6, 7, 8 uppercuts. Damn. That was like 16 uppercuts. Left hook, right hand. It is all over. Nasrat Haqparast. By first round knockout. That was awesome. Nothing close to the game of Jordan played in. Agreed, King James. Tim Dotery. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you. I'm going to send you that interview too, Wyatt. And if anybody else is interested, I'll try and find the link and put it in the our group chat on the Facebook group chat. LA Lakers are about to win the first ever in-season tournament by beating the Pacers tonight. Holy shit, I love the 30 for 30 documentary. They are really good. They are good. That chin took some additional mileage. Yeah, I did. Damn, already. Oh, yeah, I hit him with like 16 uppercuts and the left hook. I mean... Like, how is Mullarkey not blocking any of these shots or avoiding? He must just been like standing there half unconscious. Yeah, that was definitely vicious. Very impressive, James. You're the rat. Damn. Smart. But yeah, basketball used to be probably my favorite sport too, Wyatt, because I was such a huge Sonics fan back in the day. Guys like Gary Payton and Sean Kemp and Detlef Schrempf, Sam Perkins. Is that Mullarkey's enormous chin that got pounded? Yep. Yeah, Haqparast wasn't having he was definitely not having a hard time finding that. That's a Twitter-worthy KO for sure. All right, 2 left. Co-main next, Anthony Smith versus Khalil Rountree Jr. I really hope that they're not going to draw this out for 2 more hours, though. Because, you know, a lot of times they usually like to make the main card 3 hours. We're only an hour in. And 3 of the first 5 fights are over. I'll take it.
Cycle by Hammerhead and more. All you have to do is scan the QR code.
All right, official time here.
American veterans. Here is
And yes, we will put that up on Twitter. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bill.
it comes officially 1 minute 44 seconds. Round number 1. Your winner.
IROC. Tim Elliott won by submission.
Nasrat Haqparast.
And early.
I'm here with your winner, Nasrat Haqparast. First of all, congratulations on a thunderous knockout. First round. Now, you came out and we knew it was southpaw versus orthodox, and you landed that huge left hand. Was that something you and your team
All right,
knew
I'm sure they're going to
was
put up the
gonna be a
replay
weapon
here.
in
I'll
this
be ready
matchup?
and we'll get it on Twitter.
Alhamdulillah. And I want to say a big thank you to our beloved Majesty, Mohammed VI, King of Morocco. I love you so much.
16 and 5, 10 wins by knockout for Nasrat.
And man, Jamie Mullarkey is a tough guy. And as I told you, Paul, I'm born for this. I had many injuries. I fought the best. The 3 last guys I lost to, they're all in top 15 today. And I think I'm ready to make my run to the top 15. And Hunter and Dana, let's bring the UFC to Morocco. Let's make it happen.
And just speaking of that, 3 in a row, and this being your best one.
Yeah, I don't know much about Morocco, but I don't know that they're big enough for that they're going to sell to UFC yet. Maybe.
And how now you've got everything dialed in. You've got the coaches and everything around you. Tell us, what's that been like throughout
Are we
this?
just not showing replays anymore?
Of His Majesty, we have an amazing team in Morocco. This is just a start, man. Let's bring the UFC to Morocco. We're going to make big things happen. I have a great camp now. I have an amazing facility. We have everything. We're getting ready. I'm ready for the top 15. Let's go.
All right, well, let's hear it again for your winner, Nasrat Haqparast, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations to Nasrat. 3 in a row for him there, and that might just be the best highlights of his career. And there's a man that's worked very closely.
George St. Pierre in the crowd.
He's in Las Vegas checking out tonight's fights, and we'll be back at the UFC Apex to commentate on the UFC Fight Pass Invitational number 5.
All right, apparently we got to back it up. I don't.
Look ahead to next week's welterweight
When
title
did we
fight.
stop doing replays? Does anybody know?
You and your team knew.
Experience the Indy 500.
Rich chocolate layers sprinkled with festive.
They stopped doing the replay for
Experience the Indy 500.
because people like me are waiting for the replays so we can record it and upload it.
He's right back to that. Mullarkey, early in the first.
That was the low kick. That changes the low kick as well.
Absolutely, it totally does.
All right, it was 144. All right, so oops. All right, there I timed it almost perfectly. Come on. Jamie Mullarkey, Nasrat Haqparast. Oh, big left hook there from Haqparast and a series of uppercuts. 15, 16, 17. Left hook Right hand, that was brutal. And Keith Peterson saves Jamie Mullarkey maybe a little too late. But that happened so quickly, you really didn't have a lot of time to react. What a huge win for Nasrat, though. But man, I mean, I think he literally landed over 15 uppercuts in like 3 seconds. That was crazy. All right, now we'll get back to live. First co-main event coming up: Khalil, Rountree, Anthony Smith. Yeah, I'm surprised, honestly, this one isn't on the main card next week. So the reason Song Yadong is in the main event is because I guess this card originally was supposed to be in China. All right, prelims next week. Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell, Irene Aldana, Carl Rosa, Cody Garbrandt, Brian Kelleher, Lonzo Menefeld, Dustin Jacoby. Arian Lipsky back against Casey O'Neill. 3, 6, was it 9? 9 prelim fights. Randy Brown and Muslim Salikov kicking things off. I mean, wow. Andre Fili and Lucas Almeida. This is a stacked card. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun one next week. It's going to have to last this a while, so it better be full action. Third most pro fights among active UFC fighters, Anthony Lionheart Smith. He has been in a lot of wars. A lot of miles on that guy. Not as many miles as on Ian Gary's wife, but a lot of miles on that guy. All right, this will be uploaded in 1 second. I'll put the link in so anybody who doesn't have eyeballs on the actual fight night can watch that replay. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, liked and reposted by the time it, before I even knew that it was finalized. Thank you, sir. All right, there it is. No, Sean Kemp's still alive, King James. I'll blame fighters for forming a union after such a dirty move. Oh, did fighters dirty and UFC forced Octagon sponsored fight attire? Yeah, that's bullshit, man. Main reason Brendan Schaub left the UFC, King, because he was making most of his money on sponsorships. Yeah, makes sense. Nasrat dropped his Afghan flag for the Morocco one. Did he have an Afghan flag before? Sonics and Bulls series was the night of NBA popularity. Oh, the height. Oh, yeah. That was awesome, man. Most UFC fighters said they lost half their annual income when they banned independent sponsorship. I agree. Is it because it's in the Apex? They need to get rid of the Apex. Don't even have replays, right? Yeah, that's bullshit, man. I mean, fucking ESPN. You're ESPN. How can you not be able to do replays? I've seen some small, super small shows that still do the replay. Some of them do really good replays, too. From like multiple angles. And I'm talking about small shows you've never heard of. A lot of you guys like Super Fight League. Jeremiah, WBA is adding a new division in boxing. I did, like Super Cruiser or something. Wilder will own it if he decides to fight in it. Yeah. Now he's still alive though. Hope they don't do that, Billy. Don't forget Usyk, man. Usyk and Wilder are easy top dogs. Yeah, well, it's just the WBA at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's a done deal, Wyatt. So I don't know if any of the other commissions, I'm assuming they've already talked to some of the other commissions, because why would you do it on your own? But who knows? He's a retired Sonic who was arrested for drive-by about a year ago. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I was really upset about how the media portrayed that because it definitely wasn't a drive-by. So it was Sean Kemp. And I looked into it, and I don't know that they ever really corrected this story. But here's what happened. And I heard this straight from Sean Kemp in an interview. So somebody stole his iPhone. And he started chasing the person down. He knew where the person was. And this person started shooting at him. So Kemp took out his gun and shot back at them. So that's what happened. No charges were filed against him. But, I mean, he was basically found guilty in the media before they had any of the facts, though. I think he should sue. I think he should have sued for how that was portrayed. Did you realize that even, Billy, had you seen that that had been corrected, that he wasn't involved in a drive-by, that he was the one getting shot at because somebody stole his phone or his iMac? I can't remember what. It's something Apple. Smith gets smashed. I think he should retire. Oh, I agree, Wyatt. I agree. I know everybody's thinking he's going to get smashed, but I don't know, man. I like Anthony Smith's chances in this fight, to be honest. Not saying I would bet on him, but yeah, when that happened with Sean Kemp, my uncle Joe, who we used to sit and watch all the Sonics games together, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, did you see Sean Kemp was involved in a drive-by?" And I was like, "What the hell?" So I started looking into everything that's going on, and then, within a few hours, Sean Kemp cleared everything up, and as far as I could see, the media just decided not to report it. Oh, you did see that, Billy? Okay. Yeah. Jesus, Khalil Rountree is huge. Wow, I don't see how you could pack another ounce on a 205-pound frame. He is cut. Bit of skinny legs, but he is cut. These guys may be the two most inconsistent fighters in UFC history. It's a coin flip. Likely one guy will show up, the other won't, and it'll be a beatdown. Yeah, good point, Wyatt. And so I'm kind of watching like how these guys are looking on the way up, and I'm not sure what that look from Anthony Smith means, but he doesn't look exactly focused to walk into the cage right now. I might be reading too much into that. Gary Payton, Seattle Sonics player that everyone seems to forget. Oh, he was awesome. The glove. Well, we forget all of them now because there is no Sonics, but we had only had Kevin Durant for a few years when that asshole Charles Schultz of the Starbucks sold it to a group from Oklahoma. Hope Smith wins. I got a bad feeling those, Phil. Remember when Walker made Rountree as bitch? That was rough. Size difference was nuts. Yeah, Johnny Walker's such a huge light heavyweight. It's ridiculous. I don't know if he should move up to heavyweight because it's such a big jump. So many of those guys are around 250, 260 now. So what do you guys think about a cruiserweight in the UFC, though? I would rather see like a 225 in UFC. Anthony Smith finished 33 of his 37 wins, 19 knockouts, 14 submissions. One of 6 fighters in UFC history to win fights by 4 different styles of stoppage. Smith to win inside the distance, plus 275. Rountree to win inside the distance, minus 135. Wow. Should have kept the Sonics. Hell yeah, they should have. He has a no regrets tattoo that is so cliche. Now they don't ever talk about the glove. All right, Anthony Smith, 2 years older at 35, 3 inches taller at 6'4". Rountree just a half-inch reach advantage, 76.5 inches. Rountree is a minus 200 favorite coming into this. How in the hell is Anthony Smith only 35? He's got 55 fights. And out of the blue corner, he is a minus 200 favorite out of Las Vegas, Nevada. 3-4 is a UFC favorite. 13-5 overall. Presenting the number 11th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Khalil Rountree. And out of the blue corner, he is a plus 165 underdog out of Omaha, Nebraska. 37 wins against 18 losses. Presenting the former light heavyweight title challenger and number 8th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Anthony Lionheart Smith. Mark Smith, the referee for this one. No relation, hopefully, to Anthony Smith. All right, here we go. Will it be fast and violent? If it is, it's probably Rountree. Smith moving forward, cutting off the cage early. Rountree trying to draw him in. Oh, left hand from Rountree. You see Smith just kind of pawing. I imagine he's going to want to try to get this fight to the ground quickly. I think he should. Oh, head kick from Smith. I think that at least partially landed. Good inside leg kick from Smith. Oh, nice 1-2 from Rountree. And a body kick from Smith. Right hand down the middle from Lionheart. Khalil, it just seems like Khalil's just waiting to explode, though. Good right hand there from Anthony. And they clinch. Rountree pushing Smith up against the cage. Looked like Lionheart was trying to say something to the ref. I'm not sure what it was. Minute and a half into the first. Couple knees to the body here from Anthony. Rountree answers. Nothing real devastating there. Somebody's looking to unlock and get some elbows in this clinch, though. Oh, and Rountree throws it barely. Oh, he misses the first left elbow, but lands the second. Good right hand down the middle for Smith. Oh, big uppercut and a right hook for Rountree. Smith might be in trouble. He is bleeding from the eye, too. Front kick to the body for Lionheart. Good right hand there for Smith. Yeah, he has already busted Smith up. Good body kick there from Lionheart. The outside leg kick from Tony. Left hand down the middle for Rountree, and there's a straight right. He is definitely headhunting. Good outside leg kick there from Smith. Oh, good body kick from Anthony. Left hand from Rountree. Anthony switching stances several times. Lands a good left hook there. They exchange shots upstairs. Good kick to the body. Front kick to the body there from Rountree. Another body kick from Rountree. Smith measuring here. Oh, eats a right hook and a left hand. That was brutal. Oh, and there's a big left hand down the pipe from Rountree. This could end very badly for Anthony. He cannot continue to take these types of shots. Oh, big overhand right for Smith. I just don't see Lionheart winning a stand-up battle with Rountree. Oh, good left hand there from Rountree. Smith had caught a body kick attempt from Rountree. Oh, good exchange there. Good overhand right from Smith. Good left hook from Rountree and a left. Like to see Anthony land that right uppercut. Just the angle. It just looks like it's there. Oh, man. Big combination from Rountree. Big left hook from Smith, but Rountree's hitting him with some hard shots. And that's the end of the first. That was an exciting first round. I didn't even notice that time was running out. Usually I'm pretty aware of that. Kemp, a.k.a. Manchild. What's up, Josh? Yep. Well, so I got that Rountree. I call it for Rountree, too. 10-9 Rountree. So he said one of the all-time greatest teams for a few years. Agreed. James, a lot of people don't know or forgot. Peyton has a ring with Miami Heat in 2006. Yep. I remember that. But, no, when they had the most wins in the NBA, they had like 63 wins or something like that. That was one of those real corrupt years. I want to say it was Jack something. Was one of the referees that had a bunch of bad calls, and eventually he got caught rigging games. And I guarantee you he rigged that series against the Denver Nuggets. Sorry, Billy, nothing personal. It just happened to be the opponent. Good body kick there for Rountree. Oh, and Smith throws the right hand, but he just kind of throws his body in there to try to get the takedown. Rountree out-muscles him and reverses it into the cage. Khalil's done a great job of keeping this fight standing. Oh, big elbow from Rountree. Smith answers with one of his own. Good left hand there from Rountree. Anthony, he can just not afford to trade with Rountree, in my opinion, though. Good right hand there from Anthony Smith. I mean, Lionheart, he couldn't even knock out that guy. Oh! That was a big right hook from Rountree. This might be over. And Smith ducks down to grab a leg to try to get Rountree to the ground. He's desperate now. Good left hand there from Rountree. Oh, Smith is definitely on wobbly legs. Big left hook there from Rountree. Rountree lands a couple of good shots here. I think this fight's over. Good straight right from Anthony. Oh, nice 1-2 from Lionheart. Left hand upstairs from Khalil, and Anthony might be shaking off the cobwebs a little here. They exchange right hands. Good right hook from Rountree. Left hand there from Smith, and you know, Smith doesn't want to have a kickboxing match here, but he can't take Rountree down. Good right hand from Smith. Big left hook from Khalil. There's another big left from Rountree. He'll trade shots with Anthony all day long. Front kick to the body from Smith. Oh, big overhand right from Khalil. Oh, nice left hook from Khalil. Good left hand from Smith. And Anthony's got a hell of a chin. I mean, he always has. He has been finished, but after taking way too much punishment. Not a guy that's easy to get out of there in a few shots. Oh, head kick Rountree. I think it was mostly blocked by Smith. Front kick to the body from Anthony. Oh, good left hook from Rountree. Oh, big right hook from Khalil. I'm not sure how he snuck that in there. Oh, and he makes Smith miss big there with the left hook. Lands a left hook of his own. Last minute of the second round. Left hook, left hand down the pipe from Rountree. Smith goes for the head kick. Blocked by Khalil. There's a good right hand from Anthony. Oh, good left from Lionheart. Oh, nice left hook there from Khalil. If I'm Anthony, though, back up and throw a front kick to the body or the face. I think Khalil would walk right into it. Oh, and there's the front kick to the body right when I say that. Oh, nice right hand from Anthony. I would go up to the head, though. He should be able to get there. Good inside leg kick from Khalil. Left hand from Anthony at the bell. 2-0, Khalil. Change subject. Y'all see the GTA 6 trailer? I did. Smith used to be good at taking a beating. Looks like he still is. Bulls are the only reason Sonics didn't get a championship. Yep. Agreed. Played 17 seasons from 90 to 2007, says Torn. Remember them well because they were the only team that could legitimately beat the Bulls. Another NBA legend that doesn't get talked about enough. He has more rings than Michael Jordan, Robert Horry. Oh, yeah, I remember Robert Horry. The Rockets, then the Lakers. Might have ended up somewhere else for a while, too. Maybe he's with the Magic for a minute. All right, here we go. Round 3. Oh, left hand down the pipe from Khalil to start the third. Outside leg kick from Khalil. And an outside leg kick from Rountree. Well, everybody said this was going to be the main event. And I apologize, but I think we are going to make it the main event. Good right hand there from Anthony Smith. So I think I'm going to wrap this up after this fight. I got a real early morning tomorrow. Oh, good right hook and a left hand there from Smith. Right hand, left uppercut down the middle for Rountree. Oh, right uppercut and a left hook from Rountree. And it is all over. Khalil stood there with Thor's hammer over Anthony Smith, and he looked at the referee and says, "Do you want me to drop this motherfucker?" And Mark Smith thinks about it and says, "Hell no, this is over." Khalil Rountree, third round knockout. Robert Horry also was on championship Spurs team at the end of his career. I think that's who I was thinking of, not the Magic. Thank you. Lost over any video games past the Atari 2600. I think you just like being the old out of touch guy, James. It's like I thought it's all over, says our Big Shot Bob was his nickname. Yep. This player showed at Vice Cities back in the early 2000s. Vice City was the one that I really got into. And then... But I would do the first missions. Then the missions were too hard for me though. So it just became this thing I would turn on for 30 minutes, an hour and just kill everyone. Twitter KO. I had a feeling. My feelings are right. It's Phil. I'm an active, hardworking father and husband. I'll never give video games up as my relaxed time. And you shouldn't feel bad about it, sir. Favorite GTA game was San Andreas. I played a little bit of San Andreas. I don't know why I never bought that one. Oh, I think my kids were young, so I was just did not have a lot of times to play video games on that one. Is that worth going back and playing, Torrin, or would you say, or should I just play the newer ones? Zero Killer Instinct from Khalil, right? But Smith was out of there. Well, did you hear him, Wyatt, talking about I can't remember who that was that he was fighting, where he threw that side kick to the knee and like took their knee out, and he said he felt so bad about that he almost retired.
The income's officially 56 seconds, round number 3. We have your winner by TKO, Khalil, Rountree.
So I think he might have lost a little killer instinct after that. 56 seconds of the third round.
Khalil Rountree Jr., Khalil, congratulations on what's got to be the biggest win of your UFC career. How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed, but very, very, very happy, man. This is awesome.
And I know this wasn't the fight that was originally scheduled for you, but when you get somebody ranked as high as Anthony with the pedigree that he's had, what was going through your mind when you got this particular matchup as opposed to the last one?
All right, guys. Most knockouts in UFC lightweight history. Khalil Rountree now in third with 7. Shogun Hua number 2 with 8. Chuck Liddell number 1 with 10.
I mean, both of you guys just put on a display back and forth action, but you just seem to be aware of the counter strikes. You almost seem to be luring him in and then countering beautifully throughout the entire fight.
600 was the top last I played. That place is called Arcades, full of pinball ones. Yep. Oh, I love pinball machines, man. We still have a lot of pinball machines around here. This actually got really big again recently. King James, they have whole buildings full of just pinball machines. And they have a lot of tournaments and stuff here too. There's like, it's either for the country or like the world. There's like a huge tournament that happens here every year, a pinball tournament.
He's going to be it for sure. How does that feel, Khalil? You've been through a lot. We've talked to you throughout the years. And just every time we talk to you, you seem to be more on point, more dialed in. So how is it going to feel to see your name in that top 10 rankings on Monday?
It's going to feel amazing. This is what I've been working for. And, you know, I actually thought about something pre this fight because I came in here with high hopes that I'd come in here and get a really good performance. So I've been, Las Vegas is my home. I've been here since 5. It's a home of the UFC. And in my mind, I feel like it's time to have a champion at home. And so I'm in the top 10 now. And the only thing that I want to do is fight Alex Pereira. I know that I have other people that I need to possibly fight.
Listen to the crowd when he mentioned that.
Would want to see. I think that from what I've seen, the fans would love to see that fight. So I know I'm just
fuck yes.
And there might be some type of, you know, politics about you got to climb. But for the fans, Dana, Hunter, if you guys pay attention to what the fans are saying, I think that that's something that they want to see sooner than later. So I'm just saying that. Pereira, eu tenho muito respeito para você, but you know,
what a fun fight. GTA 5s didn't catch my attention like San Andreas. Never played Vice City. GTA 6, it's going to be Vice City as well. Nice. Yeah, well, Vice City was like late 90s, early 2000s. I'm not even sure if it was... Nah, it probably was 2000. No, what's crazy, GTA San Andreas and GTA 5 are both in the same city, Los Santos. It's based off real life Los Angeles. Nice. You just need a pocket full of quarters, go to arcade for everyone owned a PC. People actually used to leave their homes. This dude will never be a contender. Let's be real. This is what. Oh, yeah, I used to always go to the arcade. I used to love going to the arcade with the quarters as a kid, James. 2002. Thanks, Torm. Time to play a new Dungeons & Dragons Mullarkey 3. I didn't know there was a new Dungeons & Dragons game. Alright, guys, I think this probably will be a quick knockout for Song Yadong, but I do have to get some sleep. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. UFC 296 is a big one. We'll have a long show next week, I'm sure. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses very soon.